Whoa, we're going live. It's Magic Day. Hey, guess what? It's Thursday. Wonder where my friend Bo is. I got to go find him. We've got some fun things to talk about. Bo's got some interesting things, and I've got some new developments that I'm going to share. So Thursday, it's going to be a good one. I'm enjoying it. So I got to go find that guy. Where the heck is he? He's in here. Open up. What are you doing in there? Oh, hi.
Hey, little buddy.
How you doing there?
How you doing, man? I got to turn my volume up. I'm not hearing you very good.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Test.
Check 1 2. Can we get a radio check? Here we go. Good to see you, Mr. Magic Day, Brad.
Here we go. Did you see the intro?
I saw you waving a little wand.
You missed the intro. You have to replay it to see it.
I can't wait.
That was the fun part. Yeah, the entrance part was so. I wonder who we're going to have popping in today, but I've got a couple of cool things happening that it's going to increase your Synergy Collaborative value.
I like value.
Your membership there.
Yeah, let me plug it real quick. Hey, I'm part of the Synergy Collaborative.
Yeah.
If you're not, you should probably inquire with Mr. MagicBrad about the Synergy Collaborative.
Dun, dun, dun.
1 + 1 is 11.
It is. So for those that don't know what the Synergy Collaborative is, it's a concept. It's not really a place, but it's a membership-based thing. And it's kind of, I use the analogy of like Visa, because Visa is decentralized, right? You wouldn't know where their headquarters is, but that little card is recognized around the world.
Okay.
And you can use it at the grocery store. You can use it at the bike shop. You can use it at the golf range. You can use it all over the place.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what the Synergy Collaborative is. It's collaborating in synergy. 1 + 1 = 11. And members get to participate in whatever it is that I create on the internet. Like my Event Planner Expo, unfortunately, that's canceled because of the COVID thing.
Yep.
But when other events come along, and then some of these new developments I got.
Well, I noticed that I received a postcard and had a listing of different members of the collaborative, right? Which was a great promotion. Had all these different websites to go to for some opportunity seekers. It was great. I received that. Thank you.
That was one of the things, a little postcard mailing, a periodic, strategically planned postcard mailing for the powers that be.
Right on.
And here's some of my new developments. The theme that I had, this is interesting. This is how this kind of came about. Is the theme that I had on the thumbnail for this event was about golf.
I saw that.
Because I was golfing with my friend Rick at the Top Golf Place. We do that every week or two. And it's interesting how when you take your mind off of your business, other ideas come in.
Yeah.
Because you're not focused on whatever you think, I got to get this done, I got to get that done. And you're out there on the driving range and other things start happening.
Yeah, it's true.
And even things that you're not conscious of. It seems like when you go for a walk in nature or whatever, when you get back, all of a sudden things start happening that you never even cognized, if that's a word.
Oh, making up new words. I like it. You got the freedom. Just do it.
So here's what happened. The members only lounge.
The Magic Dream Garden.
The Magic Dream Garden.
Okay.
So what I did real quick is I grabbed, of course.
You have a new URL, don't you? That was available?
It was available. Remember my little private club thing?
I love it.
I wanted to have a little clubhouse ever since I used to watch Our Gang and all that kind of stuff. The Little Rascals.
You truly have a club, and it can't be like the Little Rascals or the Women Haters Club. It's got to be.
It's open.
How about like the No Hate Club? Let's just have no hate.
I don't even put the word in there. How about the More Love Club? No, it's the members only lounge.
More Love Club. Yeah. More Love Club. I'm in.
Someone might take that wrong, So
More Love. Generic. All right, members only lounge. That's awesome.
So this is the thing that I was trying to put together. I was trying to figure out a way to do it, and I actually found a platform to be able to do it on. And it allows me to be able to take some of the members' money and put it into paid advertising that goes directly to their landing page.
Cool.
So that people can get right to it. And it's going to have places to be able to rate and things like that. And I think that each member gets a place to do their own events. So if they wanted to go on there and do events. Now, this one platform isn't the only place for the members to participate in things. It's kind of like when we did that AGC cruise out on the St. Croix River. You weren't able to make it because it's quite a trek from Hutchinson.
It's a trek, yeah.
But Sue was not able to go there either. But I brought little samples of her popcorn. It's Sue with popcorn. She's a member.
That's right. Yep. Popped corn.
And we put little samples out there, and then in front of everybody, if you saw the picture, there was like 130 people on the boat, and we got to do the microphone, and I gave her a verbal pitch. So that's part of the membership that's involved. That's included.
Sure.
It's kind of like a Visa card. You don't really pay anything to have it, but every time you use it, it's a convenience for you.
There you go.
So that's what's happening. And then, I've been trying to figure out a way of making money online and find something that I'm passionate about. And I was talking with my friend Sean. He's a magician down in Eureka Springs. He's got a real cool little theater called Intrigue Theater down there.
I dig it.
And does some really cool magical entertainment. And the pandemic got him a little bit, so he had to redo his whole show so nobody came on the stage anymore.
Okay.
But I had a conversation with him, and we were looking for different niches to get into, trying to find something that was significant and entertaining. And you've heard me talk about plant the seed, nurture the plant, harvest the fruit, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way things usually work. For generating leads, you got to get prospective customers and find out who they are. And you develop that relationship with something like MailBoxPower to bond that relationship and make it strong. And then the fruit falls off the tree. It kind of does,
Yeah.
So this is my other domain, Magic
Green Garden. That one was available too. Okay.
That was available. And the keywords and things around it are significant. And I've got some really neat ideas because I'm going to promote gardening. I'm not a big gardener myself, but I believe in the concept. I mean, it's fascinating to me how you can take a single apple seed and plant it, and it grows a tree, and the tree sprouts apples. And each apple has about 7 or 8, 10 more seeds in it.
Yeah, pretty incredible, huh? Yeah, it is fascinating.
Yeah. So that's how some of this stuff can work when you get the right system in place and the right combination on the lock. You hit all 3 of those combos. You don't even have to know the last one because, you do one and then the second one, and you kind of put pressure on it.
And you keep going until it just kind of opens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. The third one, the fruit just falls off the tree. When it's ripe, it just falls off. Right? So
This is perfect.
Closing sales is old tactics.
I agree. No strong.
So that's what's going on with me. Why don't you tell me what's going on with you? You said you had an ambassador ribbon cutting or something.
We did. We had ribbon cutting day. And so, I came into this, I jumped on maybe 2 minutes before we went live. Right. And, I kind of slid into here. I was a little late. I grabbed a quick cup of coffee. I'm part of the ambassadors here in Hutchinson, which is the social arm of the chamber. Right. So we do the ribbon cuttings, the business after hours and different things. And we have a presence in the community and supporting local businesses. And we have a business that had a ribbon cutting like 10 years ago, right? That has moved into a new location. They bought a building over a year ago. They have renovated it. The 2 owners, a married couple, they did 100% of the painting in this building, and it's just flawlessly done, stunning. They are in a great noble space, and they have they offer mental health care.
Mm-hmm.
And for now in Hutchinson, there is this incredible residential facility for women, for inpatient care, for both substance abuse treatment and mental health, which generally go hand in hand. And so we were able to go do a tour. And the cool part, there's a lot of cool parts, but one of my best buddies in the whole wide world used to own the building that they bought. It was called Welcome Home Management, and they manage a lot of senior living centers. Mm-hmm. And so they had sold their headquarters, and the back end was just this big warehouse space. Matter of fact, I used to park my old RV in there, right? Herky used to call that home in the winter. And they have completely finished the space off to have room for 20 plus beds.
Wow.
And it's a labor of love. I mean, they have poured everything, their hearts and souls, their financials into this process to be able to offer these services to clients instead of having to help them and then send them off to inpatient somewhere else and that. So I love to see people's dreams come true, and it's happening. They actually just had their first admissions for residents, 3 of them yesterday or late last week. Like, so it's finally coming together. All the while all of this is happening, the renovations and everything getting ready, they get presented with an opportunity to take over a different building to have a men's facility.
Wow.
And that is just waiting on an approval from the state or whatever. So that wasn't in the plan that soon, that early, but it all came together. And the services they're going to provide to not just our community, but the surrounding communities. Because prior, you'd go to the ER, you'd have whatever it is, different situations. It'd be at least an hour away from here in your home to go to get inpatient. Now it's local. It's just awesome. So I love the fact that we have those facilities, and I love to see this happening. So I'm excited.
Well, that's really cool. I mean, it'd be interesting because like everybody talks about like free healthcare, the government, and I think if the government just did a program where they funded stuff like this, these private projects, that would be better. Because look what happened with this guy. He had a passion to get it happening, and all of a sudden another one popped in like magic, and he just has to replicate what he's already doing.
Well, and he's sitting there going, right now, right? I mean, every nickel they probably had. If you look at this place, you would think this is a very high-end space. The furnishings, everything. Like, this is a place to be proud of, right? And so it was probably like, now is not the right time. Let me actually get some residents in and start generating revenue before I spend more money on another facility. But the opportunity was there. And it was like, we got to take action. We either take it now or we never will do it. So but you're right. They know what they need to do. They know the steps and the processes of getting approvals and funding and all of the things they have to do. They already knew that part. It's a matter of finding the right building.
Well, that's why I'm an advocate of the government being able to fund and support and endorse private business, because the private business knows what they have to do. They know that they've got 3 friends that don't have a place to go, that they need a place to go, and they could get them in there. The government doesn't know that.
Yeah.
They just think so. I think that, I mean, I'm almost getting political here and everything, but it just makes logical sense for me that if the overall government is going to do some kind of program, that they help us little entrepreneurs do what we do best.
Yeah.
And I had another thought. You know how thoughts come and they go, there's like that. But when something is meant to be, it just seems to happen. It's like in the spring when all those little dandelion cotton things go floating around. They don't grow on the freeway because that's not a good spot. But they land in the mud, and all of a sudden you got dandelions everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, you drive down the freeway and you see all these dandelions in the median where there's fertile soil.
Yep.
They're not on the street. Why not? It's not the place, but.
And I think we've said this before. What's the difference between a flower and a weed?
What is the difference between a flower and a weed?
Judgment. Judgment. Because to a little kid, that's a flower, that dandelion, right?
Sure.
It's glorious. But to the rest of us, it's like, no, man, that's got to go away. It's simply judgment.
It is, or like a perception.
They both just grow right out of the soil, right? Why do we say that?
Some people actually eat it. They make salad with the dandelion.
Right. Some of that stuff can be okay, right? All right. So that's we usually do a couple ribbon cuttings. We usually do you go different places, but today this was the only place, and I'm just so excited for them.
So you're showing some better appreciation. Look at that.
Yeah. It's just to be able to offer those services. So even if it was a government-run facility or something like that, right? The fact that it's now here, but even better that it's a family's dream to have had this. And that is, there's going to be more people employed in the community. It's going to be different opportunities. They literally changed lives already, but to think what they're going to do for those individuals that end up in their program and their families that are affected like that, this is a multiplier, right? This is a big deal. So
it is, like you mentioned, if the other stuff is an hour away, that's, we can go see grandma maybe next week because it's a whole hour drive.
Yeah. This is big,
easier.
Well, it can be a huge barrier to you saying, I'm going to actually go to inpatient, or I'm going to try to do this again on my own and not have as much success. Like, nope. You feel like, hey, if I'm local and I get the chance, I don't know. I don't know. It's awesome. All right. So what else? You had golf on there. You got rid of golf.
Well, no, I didn't get rid of golf. I mean, that's kind of what stimulated stuff. And me and my buddy, the Expo guy, Rick, the Expo guy, him and I, we get together once in a while because he's retired and I'm stubborn. I don't want to retire, but we just
Sure.
go and hit some balls. It's a frustrating game.
Oh, it's
Um,
brutal. Yep.
but you're an avid golfer, aren't you? You kind of do.
The word avid does not fit because I don't play enough. I am a fan of the game. I last several years I've only managed to play 2 or 3 times a year.
Oh,
Prior to that, I tried to play 2 or 3 times a month when they can and seasonally. But I love the game of golf. It's such a humbling, challenging, mental, physical nightmare. But it's a great thing to get together. I love Top Golf and their concept. I love, that can be for a whole family and everybody can, play and enjoy it. I think it's brilliant. Golf's
well,
great.
that's kind of what the thing that brought up the golf is because I was thinking about that as a niche because it is a global thing. It's a global sport. Unlike football and soccer, they mix them up in European
That's true.
states. Golf is universal. I'm amazed at how much real estate it takes up. They must pay a lot of money somehow because there's a lot of land they got to deal with.
Yeah.
And the country clubs and all that. So it was an interesting thing. I was pondering going into the golf niche with some of this stuff, my little money-making ventures.
Yeah.
So that's where it initially started from. And then for some reason, it just blended into the gardening. And I think because there's a lot more in the gardening realm of things with the hydroponics and the plant towers and the tools and different types of plants. Whereas golf, it's basically a ball and a club.
Go chase a little white ball and hate it.
Yeah. I mean, you got the little bag and you got the hat and sometimes a glove. I guess there are some things, but I think gardening is just so much bigger. So that's why I shifted towards that. But it's the golf that got me thinking differently, which is
but you were free in your mind. You weren't necessarily thinking about a certain thing. And it's where did your mind take you? I go back to me ending up with an RV and an RV rental business. It was truly because of running. I'm running for personal health and for a challenge and training for something. And I kept running by a campground and seeing these campers and RVs and said, I want one of those. What do I have to do to get one?
Right.
And then it spun out of control, but it's because I'm just listening to some music as I'm jogging, hating every step and looking over going, boy, I wish I was sitting in the little cozy chair next to the fire pit, crushing a cup of coffee instead of running right now. What do I have to do to make it so I can do these things?
Well, maybe that would be a thing you could cross over. I mean, segueing back into golf, I was going to bring that in because a MailBoxPower has those little sleeves of customized golf balls.
They do. Yeah.
You could maybe do golf, but instead of walking, you run.
There are. I have an uncle of mine who is now 80 something, and he generally jogs / speed walks, runs when he plays golf. There are people that like it, they turn it into kind of a race. No, that's not me. That's one thing I'm trying to get away from, right? If I'm going to go play. Yeah.
Well, I was just trying to segue the running back into golf.
Well, and here you say running. I mean, I haven't ran in over a year. I have stayed active in different activities, biking and rowing and different things. But I have a friend of mine who reached out to me just a couple days ago, and just all he does, he doesn't even say hi. He doesn't say anything. He just drops a link for a running challenge. And I'm like, what is this? Why are you sending this to me? But of course, what's it got me doing?
My friend Rick runs a lot. He does those marathons. Rick does those polar bear plunge things. Ooh. He does biking things.
Yeah.
He's a year older than me, but he's just super active still. And I'm like, I don't got the energy to do that.
I don't have the energy for that. What are you grateful for today besides new ideas?
Well, let's see. I think I'll be grateful for Rick inviting me. He's a platinum member at the golf thing. So he invites me because, he's retired, has nothing to do, and I'm close. So he always invites me over there.
Awesome.
And that's what stimulated these ideas. And I'm really energized, as you can probably tell a little bit.
Yeah.
So today is going to be my day of downloading some software and getting stuff kind of going and keyword research and all that stuff. So I guess I'm grateful for Rick, the Expo guy.
There you go. There you go. It's nice to be grateful for that, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say I'm grateful. Yesterday, my sister sent a text out to family, my oldest sister, And 4 years ago yesterday is when they discovered a little bit of cancer for her. And she had to have that removed, and it was on her pancreas, and her pancreas hasn't really worked since then. And now it's working. It's working like it should, and feels better. And so I'm thankful for her and everything she does for the world, and that she's finding better health. It's awesome.
What does the pancreas do?
I have no idea, but I know that it's not a place I want to have cancer if I can avoid it.
Right. I hear that's not the place. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard it's not the place. It's
yes.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I guess I would have thought it does some type of filtering or something, but
that's what I think.
Livers and kidneys that do that stuff too, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it does. Some kind of filtering kind of thing.
Yeah. Our filters are all clogged up. We're all gunked up these days.
Well, not me. I've got my little ritual. It's an incantation that my Tony Robbins coach taught me.
Yep.
And I got it scheduled for 7 a.m. So my phone will go beep and it'll do the 7 a.m. thing. And that's my time okay, now is the time to get in the shower. And when I do my shower, it's a baptism and everything gets flushed.
Yep.
Clean. Every day is new. So
I love it.
Yeah, I don't want all that stuff. So
I like it.
I'm going to give a shout out to my other member, Popped Corn.
Mm-hmm.
We got a store in Minnetonka and another one in Dinkytown. And
they have more than popcorn too, right?
They got caramel, and the popcorn is all sorts of different flavors.
But even beyond that, don't they have something? Do they have fudge, or they have something different?
They have a fudge, and then she had a Valentine cheesecake that she's promoting now, little cheesecakes. And then they have the custom tins. If you're going to go to the St. Paul Saints and you want to give your customers little treats in a customized tin, they can do that. The other one is my friend Mary Jo Greenman with Las Vegas Tonight Inc. INC, Las Vegas Tonight Inc. And they do casino games, blackjack and poker and all those fun things. And then they also do dunk tanks and inflatables and carnival games and all that fun stuff.
I like it.
They'll be doing more of that kind of thing. So yeah. And of course, my friend Bo right here, Better Appreciation. And then some shameless self-promotion. The Magic Marketing Tool. That's how Bo and I met.
Check that out.
Poof.
Got to check it out.
Yeah, Dan.
All right. Well, good.
So that's the story, Morning Glory. I'll pop you in the green room and I'll come and visit.
Please do. Please do. I got a few minutes to visit before I have to move back to my day.
There's some little Valentine cupcakes in there. They're digital and low-cal. Enjoy.
Okay, good. And I got a refill coffee. Perfect timing.
Okay, thanks. Oh, fun. Okay, folks, that's it. I'm going to go say hi to Bo. Peace, love, and happiness. Be good, be kind, be nice. Be nice. See you later. Bye.